Welcome to Christine's Kitchen. While I'm in the middle of hunting for my trifle bowl and creating a bourgeois salad, I thought we would do some cooking with me in today's video. So if you love those cooking videos and you want to hang out with me in the kitchen for a little bit, sit back, relax, hit the thumbs up button, and let's get going. So I'm prepping for a baby shower right now. I am bringing a salad. I've chopped stuff. And I'm making a brownie cream cheese trifle, but my trifle bowl is totally missing. I have searched everywhere. I'm wondering if I even got it back from the last party I went to in which I brought a fruit angel food cake cream cheese trifle. We might have to like use this bowl, which is not a trifle bowl, so it's probably gonna look dumb, but it is what it is. For my cream cheese filling, don't mind the salad stuff over here, I have 1 block of cream cheese that I just got started with, 3 cups of milk. This is 2%, you can use whole milk, whatever. And then 1 box instant Jell-O chocolate pudding mix. That whole package goes in, and then we'll mix that until it is together and mixed and delicious. Here is my chocolate pudding and cream cheese and milk. That looks great. Next up, we're gonna add an entire container of Cool Whip and mix that in too. Did not want to forget to mention that you need brownies to make this. Any box brownie will work, but I'm a huge fan of the Ghirardelli. I think it is the best box mix you could do. So just bake that as stated on the box, let it cool 100%, and then chop it into little bites. If you wanted a shortcut, you could also buy, you know those brownie bites that they have at Sam's Club or Costco or one of those things? You could totally use those as well instead of baking your own. Come together way quicker. So basically you do it like any trifle or parfait, brownie, cream filling, beef sauteed with peas and onions, lady fingers, you know what I'm saying, jam. Here's the completed dish. Meal prepping with Christine, the lazy way. Cooking with Christine, the worst cooking show on TV. Throwing this veggie kit into the air fryer. On the stove, I'm gonna boil these potatoes and the cauliflower and make a potato cauliflower mash. I feel like just the cauliflower is a little
light.
It's a little light, yes. I want something a little more hearty. And then I'm gonna season up and cook these 4 burger patties. I'm meal prepping basically lunches for the next 2 days for Dave and myself. What happened to it? It's supposed to be screwed on. Something happened to that. Okay. Some people think you can't use oil in an air fryer, and that is not true. You totally can. Good on everything, guys. You just use it like salt. It's like my favorite way to eat this stir fry mix. You could mix it up yourself. It's just cabbage and broccoli and what else is in here? Carrots, sugar snap peas. I mean, this one was on clearance, so they were just gonna toss it.
You maced me.
Did you get pepper spray?
Yeah.
I did.
It's coming.
Yeah, oh. Yeah. Wow. I think I'm gonna do the broccoli button. It's 300 for 10 minutes. We'll just see how that goes.
Sorry.
Look, it says ideal texture. New age flavor and ideal texture. It says Kobe beef, but I don't know if it actually is.
Well, they're pretty looking.
They are pretty looking. Kobe burgers, I mean, come on. Okay, we're gonna do Brew House Cheddar Burger. I got this from Aldi. Here are the meal prep containers, and it probably doesn't look like very much because these are so big. I got these to meal prep salads. The mashed cauliflower, a little bit of potato, some butter, sour cream, salt and pepper, the burger patty, and the veggies. This will be lunch for Dave and myself for the next 2 days. And then if we don't have leftovers, which is what we normally do, I'll whip up something very similar to this. Maybe with fish or chicken or something like that. And I tasted the cauliflower mash. This is so good. So good. What a winner. All right, time for a snack break. Thank you to Built Bar for sponsoring today's video. I am hitting it up with the coconut. This is the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar. The macros cannot be beat. They come in a ton of different flavors. My favorite has got to be the coconut, and anything that comes in a chocolate. They're gonna give you guys 15% off your order using the code FrugalFitMom 15. First link down in the doobly-doo below. They change limited edition flavors all the time, so you're going to want to follow their social media so you can get notifications when those come up. Link down below. Let's get back to more cooking. It is rainy outside, so I thought it would be the perfect day to make chocolate chip cookie bars. In my mixer, I have 1 cup of butter and 3/4 cup of white sugar and 3/4 cup of brown sugar. Oop. I have these cookie paddle attachments in here. You can use whisk attachments. This is a Bosch mixer. I'll leave one link down below if you want to go check one out. I've had this one for almost 19 years. And this full recipe will, oh, come on, will be linked down below. Mix for a long time until nice and fluffy. Once you achieve this really light and fluffy color, takes a couple minutes, I'm adding 1 egg and a splash of your favorite vanilla. No need to measure, just stop when your heart tells you it's so. Mix this. I'm now adding the flour. It's 2 1/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, not powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Mix one more time. Here's our main dough, and now we're ready for the chocolate chips and any other add-ons. I have this bag of milk chocolate chips that I picked up at the discount store. Of course, the Nestlé Doulaus. And for my 1 cup of chopped nuts today, I had this in my pantry, so we're using the rest of this. So this is emptied out. I didn't have quite a cup, so I threw in some of these. And my favorite way to do it is put them in this little blender bottle, run them through like it's a smoothie. I like to make like dust out of it because my youngest son doesn't like big chunks in the cookies. So that is what we're going to do. Should be delicious. I have a feeling that these are just gonna like throw it over the edge. But of course you can use any nut that is your favorite. Just make sure you don't make like a nut butter out of that. So here comes the pistachios, and here come the chocolate chips, which are definitely old. You can tell by the color of these, but we're getting rid of them, so that's what counts. Mix one more time and scoop onto cookie sheets. And if you haven't preheated your oven yet to 375, do it now. Oh, I was doing cookie bars, wasn't I? I can't be the only one that totally forgets what they're cooking halfway through cooking it, right? Right? If I am not alone, give me a thumbs up, click if you haven't done that yet. Let me know down in the comments that we are kindred spirits, you know what I'm saying? You guys, this cookie bar recipe cannot be beat. It's on my website, link will be down below. The real trick is only eating one, which I have never successfully been able to do. And since I was on a roll, I decided to just meal prep everything. I meal prepped some bacon, I did a bunch of scrambled eggs. We made breakfast burritos, fed my kids. It was just like a really productive morning in cleaning out the fridge and freezer. Okay, coming up next, I have this amazing dinner. Now, it's just a pasta dish. It's a vegetarian pasta dish, just doctored up a little bit. So we started with sauteing a ton of peppers, tomatoes, some scallions in this huge pan. I added some water to get it going and some cream cheese. For my side dish, I had this sweet kale chopped salad, the family size one, the really big one. So I mixed up the whole thing in this huge mixing bowl. For some reason on camera, it looks way smaller than it was in person. It was large. Finished mixing this up, of course, stirring with my smiley spoon, set that on the table and moved back over to my sauce. So I added my cheese-filled tortelloni, which I had boiled, and then I added sour cream, lemon zest, and a ton of lemon juice and a bunch of pepper, topped it with Parmesan and stirred carefully because I didn't want to break up those noodles, and tried to get the like creamy pepper tomato sauce all mixed together, and here's a finished meal. Okay, I'm taking a few minutes and putting together 2 loaves of my favorite oatmeal bread. Here is the recipe. I will also have it linked down below. It's on my website. And for some reason, I can't find my 1 cup measuring cup, so I'm gonna have to like...
I don't shy away from delegating.
Math something with one of these, or this will take forever.
What I do...
I will start with 8 cups of flour in my Bosch mixer right here. You can use any mixer you want. I don't like making bread by hand, but in a mixer, it's very, very easy. I have half of my flour in here, a cup and a half of quick oats, 1 tablespoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of dry milk powder. I'm also adding water, so this could just be milk later. My brown sugar and yeast are in, so here comes some melted butter, some warm water, and then we'll let the machine do all the work. After having the machine knead it, letting it rise, and cooking it in the oven, this is what you have, the completed oatmeal bread. And I get asked about these bread pans all the time. They're just from IKEA, you guys, these long skinny bread pans. They're the same size as the normal ones. If you don't have an IKEA, you can't get there, they're super cheap there. I'll try and find some on Amazon and link those below if you want to check it out. And I personally love topping it with some melted butter. I've been making this exact recipe for 15 years. It's a winner. You cannot go wrong. Look at the texture of this bread. Oh my gosh, it is so worth it. Getting dinner ready for tonight, and life is so crazy right now. Kids' activities, mountain bike is starting up, and we usually ride in the evenings, which means dinner is just a total crapshoot. But if you've never made this before, you need to try it. This is a pork, the package said shoulder butt. So is it a shoulder or is it the butt? I have no idea. It's a pork roast is what I have right here in my crock pot, although technically a Hamilton Beach, and I'm adding 2 more ingredients and that is all. Step 1, 1 cup of brown sugar. You can go a little shy if you don't want that much sugar, but I like it. 1 jar of salsa. I am using this smoky chipotle from Thrive Market. It's one of our favorites. Excellent flavor. 1 jar of salsa. I might add a touch of water just to get the rest of that out. And that's it. That's like, there's nothing else to do, guys. Oh, except put the lid on. Okay, my lid is on. I like to put mine on high for a little while. So I'll have it on high just to get it warmed up, maybe for an hour or 2, drop it to low and leave it all day. We'll shred it up in about 10 hours. Literally could not be easier. Here is the pork all shredded up and ready to serve. Now you could put this on a sandwich, you can put it on a tortilla, make burritos, make nachos, put it with eggs. There's all sorts of things you can do with it. Clearly right here, we are knocking out some tacos with it.
It tastes amazing.
Mine's dripping.
Andrew added some lettuce and his is dripping a little bit. You can make a ton, you can freeze it, you cannot go wrong. If you want any of the recipes from today's video, those will be linked down in the doobly-doo below. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you in the next video. Christine out.